Everybody, my name is Joe Cheeley, and like a lot of players, active and former, I've had the privilege of being recruited, coached, and in a lot of ways mentored by Amir Abdur-Rahim. And I'm not going to take up too much of your time because I want to respect the 90 seconds. But I will share one thing that he shared with me in my time in Charleston. He always used to tell me, man, I took basketball way too seriously. And that was kind of hard for me to grasp at the moment, but he knew exactly what I would need later on in life. And he would always say, keep the main thing, right? And I want to encourage you, the main thing for Amir, like a lot of the people that have spoke before me, the main things for him, like people have said, he was a man of faith, first and foremost. His relationship with God is what drove him. You can see it in the way he led. And then secondly, like how people have said, he was a family man through and through. He loved his family. Ari, he loved you tremendously, and he couldn't stop talking about you and the kids. And the guys that's going to talk after me, they'll tell you that wasn't his only family. Everybody he ever coached, anybody he coached with, he worked with, it was his family as well. And so I think in order to commemorate him properly, we have an obligation to lean on God in this moment, in this tough time, and put all our trust in him when it doesn't make sense, because it really does not make sense right now. And then love our family, both our immediate family and the family in the spaces that we're given to occupy. And so to the family, my heart is with you. I love you. And I'm praying that God sustains you through this tough time. God bless.
Man, where do I start? Just being with Coach Amir for 5 years, man, it showed me a lot, just being a young man, just being a friend to the people around me, man. Just being around family, just being with Coach Amir is a funny guy, always goofing off, playing around, man. Just being at Kennesaw with him, playing around, and just being here since I was 18, man, just being with him. I'm 22 now, and just not being able to play with him my last year, man, hurt me because I came to South Florida for him. You know, just being able to be with him, man, just seeing him in the hospital, man, it really hurt me a lot because I know he was fighting. He was ready to get back out there and coach us, man. And some people don't know he's a very playful guy, but when it's time to get serious, it's time to get serious, man. I just appreciate his approach to everything and just be able to instill that in me and me instilling to everybody that I'm going to meet, man. And thank you, Coach Amir. And one thing I want to say, when you was rolling off that court after practice Monday, man, you told me you love me. I just want to tell you I love you too, man.
Yeah, knock this down. All right, I want to start by saying this is not my strong suit, so I'm finna just read all this paper, 90 seconds. I know that man is up there laughing at me today. He always knew I hated speaking in public, but he made me do it anyway, because he know I needed to learn. Now I'm here speaking about him, and I know he think it's funny. I just know he do. I know I could come up here and tell y'all a million basketball stories, but at the end of the day, basketball was what he used to teach us about how to become a man. I wrote a letter to him, I want to say like 2 months ago, and I'm glad I was able to tell him how I felt about him while he was still here. And I just want to be able to share with y'all real quick. Dear my best friend, I just want to start by saying thank you for helping me turn from a young kid into a man with a different perspective of life. Before I met you, I was just someone who stayed in their bubble and never did anything outside their comfort zone. Now, after having the luxury of being coached by you, not only did you teach me the game of basketball and build my IQ, you also taught me how to adapt to the circumstances around me and bring everyone up with me. Teaching me how to be on as a leader every single day, learning my teammates and the way they react to things, and being able to sit down and have man-to-man talks with you about the way to make things work. Turning a shy, quiet kid who used to get cussed out every practice into a man who is now a reflection of you. And while I'm speaking on practice, I'm just going to end it with a quick little story. I never forget, we was right here in preseason, and it was probably about a couple years ago. And anyone who knows me, I have a trainer named Mark Edwards, and that man is as crazy as he can get, but now there's a close second. After one of those practices, I don't think it was a good practice. It was preseason, so if you know Amir, it was straight defense, 2 hours, 2:30, straight defense. And so it was one of those practices we weren't on, we weren't connected, we weren't talking enough, and he would cuss me out, and everything would be my fault. Someone don't dive on the ball for a loose floor, he'll blow the whistle, turn around, look at me, and cuss me out. And so I never forget, it was one practice, he cussed me out, and then he threatened to call my mom. And my mom had like, go ahead, call my mom, I'm not worried about that, knowing my mom is the only person I fear in this world. So right after practice, we laid out on the ground, we tired, and I'm not thinking about it no more. I'm thinking he just trolling, just chatting. Little do I know, after I get up and go to the locker room, the first thing I see on my locker is 2 missed phone calls and a paragraph. So later on that week, probably about 2 practices next, I'm getting cussed out again, probably same reason. And then he threatened that again. But I knew one thing though, I was gonna beat him to that locker room and I was gonna call my mom and snitch on him myself. So I just want to say, for that, I can never be thankful for you enough, because not only did you help me with my basketball career and help me get where I am today, you helped me change my approach through life and the way I see things. Being where my feet are at every day, waking up trying to find my purpose in this world, and enjoying every moment as they come is something I'd always cherish. Being uncomfortable is the new comfortable. And lastly, there are 2 teams in here that he's coached, but there's one thing in common, being that Coach Amir left a legacy within us. And that legacy wasn't just good. It wasn't just great. It was elite. That's all I got.